quests. They preemptively pop them to prevent the lassos and the initiations from a Storm Spirit coming out. But if quests, if they've got ways to initiate, they have actually multiple ways of initiating. What are Quest's answers? Is it more single target pickoff? Is it more like a team fighty lineup that they want to execute on the side of Quest?
Control the map. You got TA traps, you got the hawks all over the place. You can really just out-farm your opponents and get that extra vision to maybe help Void Spirit get that couple of jumps here and there. And I think their scaling is quite good in this game as well. A lot of question marks, though, with this new Batrider, because from what we've seen, this Batrider play is completely different now. You put 1 point in the Flame Break early on, and then you go for the Firefly max, and you typically don't even get 1 point in Sticky until later. Will that affect the matchup versus TA? As it should definitely affect the matchup against Silencer, as you're not constantly spamming those stickies over and over again. So I'm curious on how well TA2000 will do in the laning stage, as well as Boom. This is a matchup that used to be dominated by Batrider when Sticky Napalm was an incredibly strong spell. Not so much anymore, so we might see something completely different here. TA, not the best hero in a carry-to-carry matchup against the CK. But they do have some options there. With Amar, he could go for the Drums of Slom if he wants. And the axes. Well, that's good, Harat. He already missed the axes. Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's one way to start it off. But of course, Quest, if there's something going in their favor in terms of level 1, I mean, they've got more universal heroes than their opponents do. So we've seen that multitudes of universal heroes can work in your favor in terms of the long goal, but that's not always it. That's just pure mathematics, and numbers doesn't always decide the human factor into the mix.
Yeah, and speaking of human factor here, so far, this Amar Beastmaster does not look very comfortable. Getting multiple denies on him and missing so far his first 2 attempts of using the axes. It's something you always have to keep in mind with Amar, right? It's like he is a specialist, and the panel is talking about is Beastmaster his hero. Already not off to a hot start, but these are very small things I'm mentioning. Could just be warming up.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like this, Amar with his shifting hero pool currently, at least, kind of swaying away from the usuals that were expected him. The 3-4 heroes that he always has. Now bringing in this kind of new stuff, more of a hero call that he made, or something that they discussed as a team. Guys, we really need a Beastmaster this lineup because we weren't getting enough out of the Slark in game 1.
I feel like he's been working on the Beastmaster ever since you don't have to go home with the Overlord. Maybe that's where he's like, all right, cool, I can maybe play Beast now. I don't have to go for this big micro item. I can just build more for myself, go for the Drums of Slom.
Okay, never mind. They were attempting to dive Kaori for a second with the Firefly pop, but won't go for it. No, false call.
False calls, those are my favorite.
Why?
Bottom lane here. He's gonna... I don't know. I don't have a good reason for that. I didn't know what to say in the moment.
There's a spicy story looming in there,
I just like it when people say things that aren't true, It's the greatest.
Yeah, shout out.
Anyway, moving on from that. Not how to segue that one out of that. However, this bot lane, same thing. I'm not so sure that the Silencer is going to have the greatest time here. He is playing versus the Inch. They made the rotation. Puppy knew that Amar's not going to skill boars. Those require micro. He doesn't even need to lane against the beast. So he's going to help the Batrider out there and stick these creeps on top of actually TA2000.
No, but I'm going to attempt there in the bottom lane to kill the TA, but just going to teleport back to the tower. Living off of these slows from Kaori, really. Blood Grenade used, Arcane Curse, he's pretty much out of mana.
Yeah, they will get the Lotus as well for the Batrider here.
Yeah, Lotus
the magic
is huge.
wand.
Like we've been talking about this a lot and highlighting how big that first Lotus actually is for these side laners.
Yeah, for sure.
People aren't still doing the masses of damage. You see that Lotus in their inventory, you start second guessing. Well, I mean, he's got a Lotus and probably a Fairy Fire or something like that. Do I really
and a stick, right? It starts adding up.
Just more
that is definitely
more issues to answer.
And I think bottom lane is going to get dove here. I don't see a world where this isn't a dive.
Well, this time they make it happen. They did contemplate before, but Boom trying to get the kill. Puppy also taking some big hits here. T2000, is he going to get the first one? It's going to be Puppy falling first, and then Kaori split between Boom, Puppy, and the Creeps sneaking in that hit. So Kaori getting first blood post-mortem.
There you go.
Well, it was technically alive the moment it happened, but we'll just call it kill after death.
Yeah, they got the first blood. That's the important part, right? Getting that influx of gold that they otherwise would not have got there. Definitely helping out a ton. And I thought for sure that would just be a clean kill on the silencer to Boom, but Puppy underestimating or overplaying his hand just a little bit there, allowing TA2000 to get those right clicks on him. Yep. Shifts that one pretty quickly.
Armel getting dove as well in the mid lane, very low on this Storm Spirit. Good savior there for the Void Spirit to force this Storm back. And basically, you talked about this top lane on Amara having the greatest start. Well, 28 CS versus the 20 on Crystallis, so he's been on this axe spam. And Techies is the one providing him with all the resources. The Marmar lane. Omars and Amars. Bit too much to deal with for the time being on the side of Secret. Only 1 point in Chaos Strike at level 3 on the CK, so he's definitely pokeable.
Yep, the A and the O Mars added again with Techies gameplay, really. The sticky bomb, they've been connecting. Axis have been connecting. They're just spamming it. Straight into Arcane Boots. Amar decides to go, and he has dreams of Drums of Slom immediately. Have I ever seen Amar ever build a Vanguard? I don't know if I have. I think he just strictly doesn't believe in Vanguard. Every time he's playing Mars or he's playing some other type of hero. Oh man, these whirling not whirling axes, these wild axes have not been Amar's friend for CSing, that's for sure. But at least he's getting the harass done with them.
Close call for the Storm Spirit there. Barely gets the teleport out before getting killed. They've really amped up the pressure on the side of Quest into this mid lane. It's been Kaori twice in a row rotating into the mid lane to help out the Void Spirit. And Storm is, well, not falling behind, but they're building a difference, at least for the Void Spirit here in this mid matchup.
Yeah, and TA2000 is playing a hero that can just retreat to the jungle, so they pretty much gave up the bot lane at this point, as there's a catapult hitting it. Boom did a good job dragging that wave and tried his best to just run down TA2000 as he's farming those creeps there. Yeah. But this tier 1 tower bot, for sure, with the help of Puppy, having 2 points in enchant, this is going to be a 5.5 minute tier 1 tower. Going the side of Team Secret here.
I saw the pause come out. Omar saying just a second, and I'm seeing tips and I'm seeing laughs on the camera, but I didn't really see what did Omar do there.
Be an inside joke. I don't know. Maybe he said something funny.
It's not sure. Probably nothing on the replays, but I didn't catch anything. I don't know. You'll never know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery for Secret. Ain't that poetic?
Indeed. As Omar jumps on the Yamage there, and can't even finish your sentence for Noob deletes him.
Great success. Noob getting the help from his both supports this time around. And we're trying to achieve the same with that puck in game number 1, but this is really just amping up aggression 200% basically. Silence up on the Storm Spirit as he's absent, misses the Remnant. That was the key component for some extra pokes, so Armel gets to keep at least half of his HP pool. And a full bottle refill from his buddy, Yamich.
I'd love to do an interview with Noob to, like, figure out the origin of his name. Like, you're calling yourself a noob, right? Which I know a lot of players do to make themselves be better, but, like, once you get to the pro stage, at some point, is it just too late? It's already your name, you just gotta go with it.
Stuck with the nickname.
He's just Noob forever now.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Back when he was playing with Spider Pigs in TI10 and before TI10, I may have pronounced him Noyob because I wasn't sure. Is it Noob, or is that an I? Because I don't think he wanted to name himself as a noob. So might have been asked in an interview somewhere before. Probably a lot of talent have been asking around. We'll see.
Right, so we can call him No OB.
No OB.
No OB.
But the first 8 minutes almost played out. It is a fairly even game. Triple cores on the top here, except for the Batrider squeezing in the middle. So Boom, with that one assist he picked up in the laning stage, has just been free farming since the TA transitioned into the jungle to just farm up. Like you said, they just abandoned bot, gave away the tower, and Boom's just been happy ever since. So yay, creeps.
Yeah, pretty much, but since this is 7.33C, TA is also happy leaving the lane at level 4 and just farming these camps on the side of the map here. Somehow #1 net worth after losing his tower at 5 minutes and going to jungle at level 4. Just love playing versus TA, don't you?
Kari coming in with a teleport to bottom. They're suspecting TA is in trouble, and
another trap.
Marvel's going to be getting the jump in onto TA, and the teleport away.
Trouble now.
No,
of course, Boom in trouble. I don't even know. Everyone has to TP.
Okay, the Remnant catches a blast off to follow up, and Boom, the free and farm Batrider is going to be down.
I talked about it. Don't you love playing versus TA? She just leaves the jungle, level 4. You take her tower. All right, let's go gank her, guys. All of a sudden, you run into 3 traps there, and now your 2 cores have to TP out, and one of them doesn't even make it out. The rich get richer here for the side of Quest. Having a much different start in this game #2 here.
And Secret, well, I mean, they hit one upset. They're not going to let that happen again. They instant smoke with Yamich and Armel. And Omar is the target, sitting under vision, and you see exactly the Beastmaster where he is. He levels up the roar, but he doesn't get the chance to use it, and here comes Crystallis to help him out. Armel to pick up his first kill of the game. So at least the Storm was able to disengage from that previous fight, because now he gets himself a kill, and he's still on the run to keep himself up in pace with the rest of the cores.
Once we do wait for that 10-minute rune that will be spawning here in less than 20 seconds. Could be a massive one for both sides here, as these mid laners are the ones that want to make the plays on the map, provide the tempo.
Quest want to defend this top tower. Amar just TP's back in, wants to make sure that that stays up, while Kari and Noob didn't really do that much damage to the tower, but that 10-minute rune that's going to go for Armel. DD in the pocket of the Storm Spirit.
And that is a big one. He's going to finish up his treads pretty soon here after this next wave. He'll have a DD available with that Falcon Blade. He's going to be a huge threat. He will kill either the support solo, as Techies does not choose to put a point into reactive taser whatsoever here. So he'll be easy pickings. And I think even Amar should be a little bit scared of the Storm for the next 2 minutes as well.
As you can see, he's lined up the BKB right after that Aghanims. Realms of Slom into having the capability of casting the roar in those fights if he's fast enough, or faster than the Storm Spirit at least, or maybe even just save somebody from the Batrider lasso. Boom, very tanky with that Vanguard. Building into a Guardian Greaves on the Batrider. Omar, well, doesn't have anything lined up yet. Kari, no sheepstick. Okay, we're all good.
Okay. A little unusual from Batriders. Normally we see this Vanguard Mana Boots rush result into a very fast Octarine into the Travels, but just going full auras here, which is going to reduce their scaling potential here by quite a lot, but it'll improve their group up potential. But I'm afraid you don't want to really group up with your Secret, not that much in this particular game. CK is not one of those heroes that just runs around with the team and does objectives. He likes to play more of a hybrid style of like finding kills on his own while still split pushing until he gets to those big timings, and maybe with an Aegis. So a little concerned to see if this will even work out, this early mechanism.
Mar and Kari, however, decide to smoke up right behind Noob, suspecting that this Void Spirit's been having too much of a good game. Maybe Secret wants to play against him and get a pick off, so they're just, you know, stalking and sitting. Action Rune is there, Shield Rune, vulnerability for Noob.
It's a big one, because this is a timing where you have a mech on Bat, and I think he wants to use it as well. At least you should. This item doesn't give you any value while farming.
Yeah, Secret's gonna dodge this, though. You saw the Void Spirit right under a ward, showing that river rune. They're just playing it chill in the top half. Nobody coming into the top half jungle. Now Secret smoking up. Yamich and Armel once again. Dynamic duo for Secret. What do they want to achieve? I mean, they'd love to get themselves just one hero to fight, not 3 like the last time.
I don't think Quest really wants to do anything, because they know TA's out farming everyone. But at the same time, you don't want to force a fight either if your team's secret and like run into TA like last time and give them a couple extra kills because there's traps there. So they're kind of forced into a stalemate for a little bit until another opening arises. But Secret is ready to fight. The Batrider with the mech is ready. Puppy has the Pavis online going into Trums. Of course, your carry and Crystallis just wants to hit creeps. Pugna's always ready, and so is Storm. There's no big timing for them right now. And it never feels good just watching a TA free farm the whole map. So you want to do something. You also see Noob with his Echo Saber. That's a little concerning as well, as we do see how hard these Void Spirits do scale into these games. As he will pop the Shielder and maybe do a little bit of sightseeing, I guess, in the enemy area here.
I mean, you could put it that way, yeah. Just glorifying the sights for the time being. Nobody to be found anywhere. Not really too much dodging either from either side. They're just, you know, casually backing out for a few seconds and then going back to lane, but no real effort from either side. Just push straight at them.
So they're going to try and push the envelope a little bit here and just, you know, you can take aggression where you can. The biggest aggression here is Quest is stealing the Ancients away from Secret here. This is the war of attrition here. Nobody wants to kill heroes in this game, so who's farming more? And if you can sit here as Noob and take away their farm while still farming your end of the map, you're going to get a gold lead, surely, over time.
I mean, you got to use that shield rune for something. Might as well use it for farming the enemy Ancients. Take them away from them.
The Trum's online for the Beastmaster. His farming will pick up as well.
It's like, you know, a lot of people just watching the game is like, all right, call me when something happens. And global silence popped. You get over here. And then they're like, is this really a fight? I mean, Armel's going to go diving in deep for looking for Noob. Omar's going to be the one that they catch. Lasso is available. So is the mech still for Boom. And Crystallis also going for the stun into the silencer. They're going to look for Boom to go down with the mech heal. It's going to be coming out. And Bat still surviving Yamage, bringing in that extra healing battery. But the roars onto the CK. Boom's going to go down. And Crystallis down too. Quest will find themselves 2 pickoffs, maybe even more. Can Noob catch somebody? An Astral Step connection is all they need. And into the Remnant, the jump onto the Pugna. It's a triple kill for Amar, the Fouquet, as he gets that tower combined as well. Quest finding success.
Yep, the aggression started with Quest. Got the global, tried to make something happen. Then Secret's like, hey, global's down, let's go chase them, let's finish this off, but just chased it a little bit too far, and I got to give big props to Amari and to TA2000, mainly TA2000, for just showing up and not just continuously hitting creeps there. Really needed both of them to participate in that one if they wanted to make that turnaround, and guess what? We want to fight, back to farming. I really don't think Quest wants to do anything in this game. Like, they will react, but I think they're super confident. The more this goes, the more levels they get, the more traps are on the map, more hawks are on the map, and eventually, more importantly, the more farm they have, they can just control the whole map.
And Crystallis not feeling too great after that. You know, he participated in the fight pretty late on and did end up getting caught. Puppy does get some heals out. Armel's going to be joining the party to catch this techies. Amar dropping some mines down to the ground, but these mines, at least one of them explodes. Not enough to take down the CK. And, you know, the sightseeing trip ends up in somebody getting hurt. Call the wambulance for the techies.
But he's still got to see something pretty cool there for his team, so worth it.
Some things
as TA2000 will get the bottom tower here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go on a trip knowing it's gonna be dangerous, and you like come out with a couple scratches, and it's like, hell yeah, at least it's a memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the memories for him is taking some towers bottom. Rich are getting even richer here, yet again.
Yeah, I mean, he did take it a bit literally there, where the old saying, well, not really a saying, but a regular comment to something that you really want to happen. It's like, I'd die for that. But probably not the best approach, at least in Dota. You want to get hurt, but get out. Would be the
in Dota,
optimal.
I think it's just called worth it.
It's just worth it.
It's just worth it.
Noob's closing up on his Manta for the Void Spirit.
Actually, I don't even know if it's the Dota equivalent anymore. It used to be worth it. Now it's you tip the enemy who kills you.
I miss the days of loading into the game and everybody slowly starts typing in letters for wooden PC.
Oh, do you miss the days where as you're loading in, there's a countdown and everyone tries to get the last word? Speaking of last words,
about the last word, literally, that's a great caster call here. Puppy also going to be falling on the top half of the map. Quest getting 2 kills. That was with the drums of Slom and the roar from the Beastmaster. Puppy doesn't stand much of a chance against that.
The wheels are definitely falling off of the secret mobile here, as this game is definitely getting a bit out of hand here. Top 3 net worth on the course here. We did talk about how much Puppy likes to get his farm. He likes to get his net worth. He likes hitting creeps, and that he has done a lot of that this game, being the highest net worth support in the game. But he's just an enchantress this game. I'm not seeing how this hero is going to have the same early to mid game impact that he did with his Chin. However, Ench will have greater late game impact, but can he get there? He's also not necessarily building for the late game either.
Let's see what they're going to be able to get here with this Aegis now picked up. TA in a very healthy lead net worth wise, opting to go for Lincoln's early, so that would prevent him from getting lassoed up. Also, the Vortex will not get caught. The CK stun, most importantly, against that lasso.
And we talked about it a lot. I hope he just only gets Lincoln's, not BKB.
Yeah, don't get both. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we keep on ranting about it, that you choose either path. If you go BKB, your buddy builds Lincolns, but talking about something else, Armel are going to get saved by the Decrepify there by Yamich Pugna. Quest just didn't quite get the start for a fight that they wanted, but the lane's still going to be pushing in. However, Quest moving away.
You're going to see 1 of 2 items, I think, for TA2000 after this Lincoln's. Number 1 is probably going to be Nullifier. And if he doesn't go Nullifier, then it's probably going to be a Silver Edge and just going to play the rack game. But I think Nullifier makes the most sense here. There's a lot to purge off. And most importantly, that Decrepify. You cannot do anything as a TA.
Yep.
As a single target hero.
Well, Enchantress going to get roared up. Puppy, good night. Yamich going to be following suit. A lot of big hits coming in from TA2000 with that full refraction.
Can you hover over that level 1 Decrepify cast range? Do you see how close?
Pretty short.
He had to run up the Puppy to actually get that off, and by the time he got there to Decrepify him, he died with him.
Yeah, he died with him. Wanted to help out his friend, but cast range against you. And of course, but even if you do buy some time for him to survive, I think the Pugna was still anyway going to be dying. So Quest finding a good opening there. That's a tower and 2 kills, and they look pretty unstoppable for the time being. Secret, they're going to have to come up with some answers, and soon. Time is running out.
This is TA Beast. This has been a strategy even back in my golden days of playing Dota, where it's well known. If you take control of the map with TA Beast on your team, you're probably winning the game. You have so much building. You have so much building control. You have so much vision control. You got so much burst. It is devastating. And TA2000, can he solo the Tormentor? He's gonna try. Enemy Tormentor attempt?
I'm gonna say yes. I mean,
that would be a correct call. Apparently, we've unlocked a new hero outside of Ursa that can solo Tormentors.
Hey.
So we got, as far as my brain can remember.
Not a huge amount of global silence being used as they catch a Storm Spirit at the Twin Gate. Like, what are you doing here, Armel? That's an easy one for Quest to pick off, and it does hurt as a Storm Spirit to get caught like this, because he is last in net worth, hasn't been able to snowball at all this game. It's literally just been this Void Spirit and his supports roaming around the map. Then they brought their buddies, TA and Beastmaster. Hey guys, there's a party and you guys are invited.
They click on their Tormentor at the same time, and like, that's... Why is that not spawning right now? Not realizing that TA2000 had solo killed it. Sending in a bug ticket to Valve right now. Okay, TA2000 just blinked into them here.
Yeah, he's got an Aegis, but is this all just a part of a bigger plan here? Because they do commit forward. Amar coming with a beautiful blast off. Storm jumping in, but Armel's going to be taking a lot more damage than he's able to deal. Maybe the Aegis does get burnt out. Yes, it does. Secret still standing their ground with Crystallis, but here comes Amar from the side. Roar is available. CK's there. That's Batrider going to get roared up. CK to fall. Yama is just getting blown up by the Void Spirit, and they will end up 4 heroes losing for this fight.
Yeah, they just called it.
They commit everything.
I mean, Puppy has a good game sense.
We just...
in my head, I was like, this game is absolutely over. There's nothing they can do. But sometimes they still
told me that we're going to be here for 50 minutes at least, but Quest Esports tie it up 23 minutes, 23 seconds, all that it is.